5 at Flemington, the 3-year-old fillies here in the CUNY Stakes. Norzita was all the rage here at $1.65.
Away Norzita. They're followed by members Joy Elzora, Petite Diablos, Lazuma well back the rail as they cornered from Flying Snitzel and Shilly Shally Miss. CUNY Field swings for home with Meliora first to find the judge by 2 lengths to Balaclava Lady, Proper Madam and Red Fair's wider out. Norzita under an absolute stranglehold from Arnold is starting to make ground on the outside. He hasn't let her go yet and Elzora's a length behind them at the 250. Red Fez finds the lead. Preble going for home. Norzita now shaken up by Arnold and she quickly answers and goes up to challenge Red Fez. She gives a bit of a kick. Flying Snitzel flying home. Norzita, but Flying Snitzel, look at this. Came from a minute back, stormed over the top and won by a length to Norzita and Red Fez.
Very happy with her, Peter. You know, she's a filly. I reckon she's had more ability than what her form has shown, and through wet tracks and not being able to ride her properly and drawing good barriers and taking advantage of them. I don't think it's been suiting her.
Big win. Flying Snitzel coming from well back to beat Norzita. That was an amazing burst of speed.
That was unbelievable. That wasn't not only the win of the day, it could be one of the wins of the season. That was an incredible turn of speed she showed there. Oh, look, I thought she'd run well, but not in my wildest dreams did I think she could ever do that. I thought she'd cross behind Meliora there and have, you know, be the first one attacking the lead and waiting for Norzita to come and pounce on her. But look, she ridden quietly there yesterday. Obviously, she likes the going firm. She come out of a solid light fingers stakes, and that obviously was the form line. Norzita, you'd have to say disappointing, but I think she'll improve when she gets to Sydney. The typical second-up syndrome there, I'd say. She just lacked that acceleration that she can show. So I'm not jumping off her back yet. I think she'll come to Sydney and prove very, very competitive.
Why would she improve in Sydney?
Well, she's only early in the preparation. She's a Group 1 winner in Sydney already.
Okay.
And look, I think she'll improve.
Okay.
I just think maybe they've lightened off with Sydney in mind. I'm just guessing there. Typical Bart Cummings improving filly that they'll have right in the day when the Group 1s come around. I wouldn't be dropping off her yet. There was a good run in that race. There's an Oaks filly, Elzora. She was wide all the way. When she gets to 2,000 plus, look out for her.
I think, just quickly, that a bad barrier can be a stroke of luck. They drew a bad gate. She ended up out in barrier 10 from the 1,400 metres, which is not a great place to be at any time, because if you draw wide out there, you can just get trapped off the trap. Went straight to the back, suited her perfectly. Gerald I spoke to him after the race. He was sort of a little surprised at what she did, but he said, I always knew she had enough ability to win this race, but she did lift several levels today.
Yesterday, Elzora really did please David Hayes, and certainly on the way to Sydney, Rhonda, running those group races for the fillies. Red Fez is going to be freshened up for a run in Adelaide in April, May. And for the winner, Flying Snitzel, well, Gerald's going to bring the horse back to Sydney. There's options like the Ajax, the Coolmore Classic and the Keith Noel, and all in about a week to 10 days. So he'll come back. Certainly riding at Cole was the big plus yesterday. And there's even the race in Melbourne, the Alexandra at Moonee Valley in a couple of weeks that he might keep in mind. Certainly wants dry tracks. That's the plus there. A couple of other quick snippets for Victoria. Bell Sprinters heading towards Sydney. Jason Warren's going to give